100% fly time, up on the foils for the entirety of the race.
From a country the shape of a boat, a tanker and catch. We grow up chasing the wind, now history's made a match. Out on the water, we're humming along, we're humming along, we're out there. Life can turn us
Crisis time for New Zealand. Men overboard.
but we will not give in. And out of the water, we're humming along, we're humming along, out there. If you can.
The New Zealanders are tearing across the water towards victory, absolutely flying home.
The Kiwi flying above the waves.
And the Kiwis hurtling across the finish line and hurtling into match point in the America's Cup.
The winner of the 35th American.
Fly time, up on the foils for the entirety of the race.
From a country the shape of a boat, a tanker and catch. We grow up chasing the wind, now history's made a match. Out on the water, we're humming along, we're humming along, we're out there. Life can turn us
Crisis time for New Zealand. Men overboard.
but we will not give in. And out of the water, we're humming along, we're humming along, out there. If you can.
The New Zealanders are tearing across the water towards victory, absolutely flying home.
The Kiwi flying above the waves.
And the Kiwis hurtling across the finish line and hurtling into match point in the America's Cup.
The winner of the 35th American.
Hi, I'm Blair Tuke. I'm the foil trimmer on board the boat, and I'm also a half cycler. Basically, my role on the boat is to control the flight of the boat. So when we're foiling along, I'm controlling that, and I'm also at the same time on a bike and inputting just a little bit of power to help out the boys. Just trying to be better, knowing that I can always get better, that I can do my role better, that I can try and get us working as a team better, and obviously to try and win. Career highlights, definitely winning gold medal in Rio for New Zealand, and with that also leading the team into the opening ceremony was pretty cool. You know, I've had a lot of people who helped me out over the years, and look up to anyone, that's especially Kiwis who are out there doing other New Zealanders proud, and whether it's in music or in sport, and you know, anyone that sort of just sets the bar and doesn't accept what's sort of happened in the past, but sort of appreciates that and then goes on and does it better. You know, I definitely respect all of those people.
This Emirates Team New Zealand campaign is quite different than campaigns of the past that certainly I've been involved with. Maybe more like '95, there's very much a can-do attitude, and I think probably the biggest difference is this youth culture that we've brought back to the place with Pete and Blair and a lot of other guys as well. We've also taken a much more scientific, it's a full science campaign, and ultimately hopefully those things make the difference.
I'm Simon van Velthoven from the mighty Manawatu. I am a cycler on the Team New Zealand race boat for the America's Cup. I was brought in after the team decided to go to cycling as a power source, and I've been here helping the boys train and learn how to ride a bike as powerfully as they can. Just here to bring in some sport science and know when to train hard and know when to rest. Everyone here loves activities outside of work, especially when you're putting in the hard yards training, you need a rest. That's probably my biggest reminder to them, is just to rest and rest and rest. I like winning. I love the process on how to win, so making sure everything's ready and correct and putting in the hard yards behind the scenes. You train hard so racing's easy. I'd say each day is a career highlight, so it just keeps getting better for some reason.
So this is the view from the Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. Absolutely extraordinary sight. We're looking out here over the racecourse, but the Artemis base is down here. Then we're looking right out across the Great Sound. In the distance is the Royal Dockyard there, and that's where the rest of the bases are. And then looking right round here, the big buildings, the big white blob of buildings up there is Hamilton, the capital. But beyond that is the first capital, which is St George's, and it's chock-a-block full of history. Well, we've come to the very top of Bermuda. We're in St George's, which was the original capital of this island, and we're on board a replica of a ship called the Deliverance, which was built by the survivors of the shipwreck, which really led to the founding of Bermuda. In a funny kind of way, it has a familiar feel.
Reminds me of Russell. Russell, of course, was the capital of New Zealand, and St George's was the capital of Bermuda. And some of the antics that went on by the early settlers, very interesting behaviour.
This despicable woman who has been found guilty this morning of gossiping. Who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking to you, that's for sure, sir.
Excuse me, sir, you know this woman?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I saw how you were looking at him.
Jealousy will get you nowhere, sir.
Excuse me, sir. You're from New Zealand, aren't you?
Yeah.
Were you over here in the White Horse Tavern carousing with his woman last night?
Yes.
I think so. Put this man under arrest, sir. You need to stand here at this whipping post until the America's Cup is over.
Oh, that's a mighty fine idea, sir.
Wow. That way, Oracle will win. Instead of New Zealand. Gentlemen, put this woman in the ducking stool.
No.
Now's a good time.
Wait, no,
Let it go.
don't think about it.
Stop her again.
I repent. I repent, sir.
Look at that. I'm sorry, say it really loud now.
I repent. I'm offered to get you a drink. Here he is.
Hey!
And I wish
Hey, what's going on? The man's from New Zealand.
Yes, but you had him standing out in the sun for
Well,
far
talk
too
about the
long.
olden days. That was a little bit of a trip into history. A town drunk.
Yeah, town drunk, nothing much has changed, has it?
Amazing atmosphere, though, that they recreate.
Oh, it's fabulous, and beautiful place, very picturesque, and how friendly are the locals?
Well, the locals are really friendly. We've probably got Sir George Summers to thank for that. He's the founder of Bermuda, or the chief founder. He was the one who led the rescue effort with the rebuilding of the ships here, like the Deliverance. And in fact, his pickled body went back to London for burial, but his heart stayed right here. Well, here we are at the home of the Willow Cuts Cricket Club. We're watching the under-14s out here. Could be just about anywhere in the world, couldn't it?
Well, it's classic, and it's very Caribbean in feel, and the families are here, and what really tucked me away was at half-time the oranges were brought onto the field. Brilliant.
Could be anywhere in the world, but this is Bermuda.
So I'm Joseph Sullivan and I'm a cycler for Emirates Team New Zealand, and I literally just create as much power as I can for the boys to use down the back. Got the nickname Bulldozer just because I'm a bit stocky, I think. Coming from an Olympic background with rowing, I guess a calmness when it comes to racing, and I guess the ability to push myself when it really, really matters. I really like pushing myself and seeing what I can get out of myself as well. And definitely representing New Zealand in something different other than the Olympics is a pretty big inspiration. Being the youngest of 4 siblings, I was a bit of a troublesome kid. I like to keep up. My siblings are quite a bit older, so I hated being left behind. So I always had a point to prove, and I think that's kind of set me up in life.
Going earlier, not many people out, but minutes before these boys came down Colombo Street, huge crowd has come to watch. Very cool, the bagpipers coming onto Hereford Street. Very close to seeing Emirates Team New Zealand. Lennon, who is going to be watching the Team New Zealand Cup Parade. How exciting is it to have the Cup back here in New Zealand?
Pretty cool.
Yeah. You're going to give the Team New Zealand boys a big cheer as they go past?
Yeah.
And are you a sailing fan? Did you watch most of the America's Cup?
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah. And were you on the edge of your seat in that last race? Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Thank you very much, Lennon. Enjoy the parade, eh? So, guys. Where have you guys come from? Christchurch? Rotorua. Do you mind if when these boys come past, do a quick interview with you? Okay. Yeah. Cool. So what was your name, sorry?
Diane.
And you've come from Rotorua? Just to see the Team New Zealand?
Absolutely.
How awesome is it to have the Cup back here in New Zealand?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. And I think the boys did everyone actually did a wonderful job. So.
Who's the little fella here?
No, he's not mine.
Oh, sorry.
My husband's gone wandering off, so it's just me.
From Nelson.
Okay.
Now you've got to make sure you give them a big cheer as they come past, all right?
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Fantastic, guys. A few cheers from the crowd there. Quite an awesome atmosphere here. It is very cold in Christchurch. Cars are starting to come past well and truly now. Flag bearers as well. And if you can see, about 5 or 6 cars back, we can see the America's Cup. We don't know who's holding it yet. Could be Peter Burling. Soon we're going to see Peter Burling and the rest of Team New Zealand come down this road. How exciting is that going to be?
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think it was just a fantastic win.
And did you guys watch all the races or most of the America's Cup?
We watched all the final races. We didn't watch the early ones.
Guys on the edge of your seat there, holding your breath until the final race was won?
Oh, yes, definitely. The final race was the key to it, and it was fabulous. Yeah.
Awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much. Shame it's a cold day, but we'll get over it.
Bracing the cold weather, you guys are pretty strong supporters, I guess.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. There's 3 floats to go. Cup. Just a quick word, how awesome is the atmosphere here? I mean, people have come far and wide from around New Zealand to see you guys. How cool is that?
Oh, this is fantastic. It's great to get it done in the South Island. It's freezing here, but everyone's still out, and it's just great that they could come out and share it with us.
Yeah.
And it's great that we could bring it back to New Zealand.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers for that. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourselves. Can we get a quick word? Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah. 2017 America's Cup winners, you guys must be stoked with the crowd here today.
Yeah, we are. We've been loving sharing with the country, and it's just getting more and more special the further south we get. Auckland was great. Wellington had a great turnout yesterday. It was a nice day, but it's freezing cold here, and there's still thousands of people here, so it's
well, it was actually snowing about an hour ago, so I guess it's kind of cleared up for you guys, and the crowds come from far and wide from around New Zealand, so it must be pretty cool.
Yeah, we heard of someone that drove from Ashburn through a blizzard to get here, so it is very, very cool. It's quite humbling for us, but we're just loving sharing with the country and just seeing how much the Cup means to everyone.
And what's your guys' plan for the next few months or the rest of the year?
We got Dunedin tomorrow for a parade, and then we'll, hey, oh, let's go say hi. Sorry. Bye-bye.
James? Hey guys, just before the Cup gets here, how cool is this?
Oh my God, my daughter, I showed her, she asked all about it while the race was on, and now she's seeing it, I just said, with her own eyes.
That's awesome, guys. What's your name?
New Zealand making history.
Make sure you guys give them big cheers as they come past, eh?
For sure.
Wait, you start walking up, Alex. Just keep walking.
As you guys can probably see on the live stream, the crowd is starting to really cheer now as they see Peter Burling holding the America's Cup. Very awesome atmosphere here in Christchurch. We don't care if it's cold, we're well-armed. And a huge cheer. Oh shit. Joey from the broadcasting school here. We're on a live stream for the America's Cup. How is all this? Are you taking it in?
No, it's amazing. Like we're always amazed the amount of people that come out, even on a cold, wet day. It's incredible the support we've had.
What's been the best city so far? Surely Christchurch. People have come, you know, they've braced the cold conditions and everything.
Well, I can't be biased, but no, I think it's fantastic that, you know, the further south we go, the interest is still huge. It's really great.
And you guys heading further down south for another parade?
Yeah, we're off to Dunedin, flying to Dunedin tonight for a final parade there tomorrow.
Even colder. Hopefully you guys rug up warm for that one, and the crowd's awesome as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers. As you can see there, the America's Cup looks incredibly heavy, but Peter Billing doing an awesome job of holding that up for everyone. And it seems as soon as he holds it up in the air, the crowd gives out a huge cheer, so that's really awesome for Christchurch. Seems the crowd is following the truck with the America's Cup, which is awesome.
Team New Zealand, way to go!
There we go, the America's Cup, guys. Those who have just tuned in, this is the 2017 America's Cup victory parade for Emirates Team New Zealand. And pretty shortly, we'll start trying to get with the skipper himself. But right now we're just following the crowd, following the vehicle, following the America's Cup. So a huge day for Christchurch, a huge day for New Zealand. And no doubt these boys will really appreciate the support of the crowd out here this afternoon rather, because it was incredibly cold this morning with blizzard-like conditions, so very cool. Another big cheer from the crowd there. Don't know if you guys can tell at home, but my goodness is that cup bigger in person. I'm going to try and get a word with skipper Peter Burling. Yep. Oh, so hold up the cup for a bit. We'll get him after he finishes holding up the cup, guys. My goodness, it's electric here. The crowd's really starting to build up now as people are following the car with the America's Cup in it. Everyone wanting to get a glimpse. Everyone wanting to get a... And that is just awesome. It's a celebration. Workplaces in the windows as well. Council buildings around the city looking out their window to take photos and watch as well, which is really awesome to see. Another cheer as Peter holds the cup in the... Right warm for this cold Christchurch weather. Cool.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out
To see, they probably weren't quite expecting this, probably expecting them just to stay on the back of the utes, really. This is really exciting, and a huge crowd here towards the big screen in the stage. It's starting to clap. The crowd, everyone got their phones out, trying to get a photo with their heroes. G'day guys, I'm from the New Zealand Broadcasting Tour for me. Blair?
Yep, Blair.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Keep. Like I said, really cool to see some of the guys from Team New Zealand shaking hands with as many spectators as they can, really. Quite a special moment for these Kiwis and Cantabrians and whoever else is here from around New Zealand. And you are watching at home, this must be a special moment as well, because after a disappointing loss in San Francisco in 2013, this is a long time coming for Team New Zealand, so it's a win for everybody.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Si te pido un beso, vendámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo
suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza, oye. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito, this is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just wanna hear you screaming, ay bendito. I can go forever cuando esté contigo.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Despacito.
Got nothing in my brain.
That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say. But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player's gonna play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreaker's gonna break, 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 and the faker's gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake it off, shake it off.
Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy.
How we doing?
Clap along if you feel
How we doing,
like that's what
Christchurch?
you want to do.
Yeah! Auckland and Wellington, they didn't get this. That's just for you guys.
Hang in there, guys. Hang in there, guys. Team New Zealand and the America's Cup is only a couple of minutes away. You're doing great.
What happened?
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down.
Hello, Christchurch. Give us a yell if you can't feel your toes. Yeah, me either. We're JJ Dom and Randall from The Edge. Next time you're in the car, change the preset from Sign Gary More FM to 95.3, all right? We know you listen to More FM.
Hey, thank you so much for coming out today. There's so many of you. God, it's beautiful and warm, isn't it? It's
Well, I
really,
tell you
really
what,
nice.
regardless of the weather and how beautiful that is, Christchurch is looking really, really pretty, and you guys are too, honest.
Yeah, I was just speaking to some of Team New Zealand, and they said this is just like Bermuda. They wore their jackets every day over there as well, so this is awesome.
Hey, those guys are used to working in the cold and wet, so this is nothing for them. Yeah. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming out to see these guys. They're going to come in shortly and stand down here, and you're going to get to see the cup up close.
Not
you
guys at the back.
No, not
you guys. You guys will see very little.
All right, so the guys have all just arrived. Team New Zealand, they came in on the parade all in separate vehicles, and they were sort of flanked by lots of local kids from local sailing clubs. In the parade, they've all gathered behind the stage, and we're going to bring them out really, really soon. First of all, let's give them a massive hand because they can hear you right now.
They're just backstage.
Woo! Yeah! No, I think Wellington was louder. We have to be louder than Wellington. Let's go one more time to Team New Zealand. Woo!
No! Yeah, much better.
Yeah,
That was much better.
I still think Wellington was louder, but you're far more attractive. So that's something.
All right.
We're going to play you a really quick video, and then we're going to start the proceedings, and we're going to get to see all the boys from Emirates Team New Zealand.
All right, huddle up nice and close, keep warm.
Fly time up on the foils for the entirety of the race.
From the country, the shape of the boat, it's anchor and catch. We grow up chasing the wind. Now history's made a match out on the water. We're humming along. We're humming along. We're like containers.
Goodness me! Crisis time for New Zealand. Men overboard.
But we will not give in. And out of the water. We're humming along. We're humming along. If you can.
The New Zealanders are tearing across the water towards victory, absolutely flying home.
The Kiwi flying above the waves.
And the Kiwis hurtling across the finish line and hurtling into match point in the America's Cup.
The winner of this 35th America's Cup, Emirates Team New Zealand!
Have your attention, and if we could have some quiet, please. I'd like to introduce onto the stage Te Mairi Tau, the upuku of Ngāi Tahu, who have mana whenua here in Christchurch, to give us a karakia.
Thank you. Brevity's the law for today, so let's start. Nō reira, koutou te tima o Ropu, Emirates, New Zealand, no mai haramai. Haramai I rongi te karanga Ngāi Tahu nei, ki wainganui a tātou, me te aroha a te iwi o tautahi. Nō reira, piki mai, kake mai. So let's give thanks for the blessings that Emirates Team New Zealand have had. Let's offer our hope for their future endeavours and that their relationships and aspirations amongst us all are achieved within the near future. Nō reira, I hoa ngā mano mātua tama, wairoa tapu me ngā anahera pono. Tēnei mātua koutou pononga, he inoi atu ki a koutou. Ho mai tāra hano ki rongi a tātou I tēnei wā makiriri. Āwhina tia, manaki tia, Team Emirates New Zealand mō tā rātou wawata kei mo I a tātou. nō reira ka tukuna atu nei. Ena inoi, I rongi te kaha te pono I ngā wākatoa, ko te māngai hei tautoko mai aia nei, ākene nei, ai. Congratulations.
Now we'd like to welcome to the stage your Mayor, Christchurch, Leanne Dalzell.
Kia ora koutou katoa. Can I thank Te Mairito for welcoming us all here this afternoon. And despite the weather, what an amazing turnout, and you do look great. So thank you all for being here. And thank you to our brand new organisation, Christchurch ETNZ, for organising this event. I've been singing Don't Rain on My Parade all week. Didn't quite work, but the weather is one thing that none of us can control. But we are absolutely delighted as a city to host Emirates, Team New Zealand and the America's Cup here in Christchurch. Back in 1995, the old mug was paraded through our streets, and so it's great to be able to do it again today. We want to honour and pay tribute to the whole team and everyone associated with the win. We especially want to acknowledge the members of the team from Christchurch and Canterbury. Welcome home. Can I also acknowledge Grant Dalton, and in so doing acknowledge all of the people that play the different roles that have supported the team to victory. The technicians, the engineers, the coaches, builders, chefs, physios. And can I especially acknowledge Kevin Shoebridge for responding to all of the emails that I sent him to make sure that we got our parade. Christchurch's special claim to fame in the win comes from Milton Bloomfield, who designed the CAT steering wheel. So Peter Burling's hands were clasped throughout on some local ingenuity. So I'm glad to welcome him here today as well. Can I acknowledge Emirates too? We are the smallest city in the world into which an Emirates A380 flies daily. We value our relationship very much, and it's great to have you associated with our winning team. Yes, let's hear it. Although Auckland may be the city of sails, Canterbury is the sporting capital of New Zealand. And we have a really strong sailing community too, with famous names such as Egnott, Manda, De Teer, Philpott, and of course Littleton's Peter Lester. It's great here today, and a lot of the young people are inside to have representatives from the Waimakariri Sailing and Powerboat Club, along with the Akaroa, Naval Point, Pleasant Point, Charteris Bay, Mount Pleasant and Christchurch Yacht Clubs with us today. But again, I want to pay tribute to Emirates Team New Zealand, and I want to particularly acknowledge the respectful way that Peter Burling represented the team. I saw a true leader on the television screen after each race. We were all proud of how you handled the international spotlight and how your grit and determination shone through. Thank you to the whole team for making the trip down to Christchurch. You made it clear all along that you were very excited about coming here and that you wanted the celebration to go ahead in spite of the weather. Congratulations on an outstanding sporting achievement. You have made us incredibly proud.
Are there any kids in the audience who want to be sailors one day? Who wants to be on Team New Zealand in the future? That's so awesome. We're really excited to meet the team now.
And for that, we'd like to welcome to stage a man that actually needs no introduction.
But you better introduce him.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Grant Dalton.
Hey, how are you? That's fantastic. Look at this. Unbelievable. We'll just get the guys up on stage. If you can start filing up here and sit down behind me here. But we have to keep a couple of guys out when you're coming up. You need to stay right here. Joe Sullivan, who's from here originally, and Luke. Where's Luke? There's somewhere too. And they're gonna actually have to talk to you.
got rusty and my girl said she loved me. It's funny, just thinking back, study hard for that 9 to 5, and I thought it actually be good with that. It was dreaming, still dreaming. Spotlight on me like Willie Beam, still performing like Al Pacino. Instagram and tuxedos with my peoples. We growing up, still don't seem like we slowing up. 10 squad, we throwing up every time we showing up. Get it while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, tick. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up, we gon' make it out. Got to get it while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, tick. So I'm about
So we've had an amazing tour in Auckland. We had an outstanding tour in Wellington, but you know what? I don't think there's a guy up here that wasn't actually wanting to get back to the mainland as soon as they could and come to Christchurch. I think that one of the things that's is really sunk in for us, I mean, and it's particular. When we came to the airport last night, it was, you know, raining a little bit, and we came to the airport and there was 300 people, and we weren't expecting that. I mean, we just hadn't really thought about it, and suddenly all these people, and it's just continued. We stayed at the Crown Plaza last night. What a magnificent new hotel that you've built here for the tourists and everybody to go to. We had a great dinner with Alistair, local guy, and it's just been amazing. I mean, this morning, the weather's not that bad, right? And we were given all these nice little warm local gloves to put on for our little dainty Bermudan fingers, and everybody has just been amazing. So from us, we're so humbled, we're so proud as Kiwis, and we're so incredibly grateful for you for coming out today, and we just love bringing this cup down to you. Now, Joe, who's not unfamiliar with speaking, and probably, I don't know what time it gets dark, but Joe, born here, left here, he tells me when he was 13. He's now 63, so it's a while ago. Gold medalist rower, one of those guys at the front grinding away on the pedals. Amazing athlete, knows how to bleed, which you need, and he's going to say something now. I don't know what, but he'll say something.
Really, what can I say? Proud to be born here, really. I remember coming to the parade in 1995 as an 8-year-old, and it was just overwhelming. And to be able to come back and be part of the team this time and be in the parade is just outstanding. And the weather has been okay, but for you all to be out here and supporting us is just overwhelming, and it's just really special and just a great honour. So thank you so much.
Joe's a grinder. Now, Luke. Luke came to the team about 2.5 years ago, Luke. And you know the dagger boards, the way they used to go up and down, and that whole mechanism, which is just mind-bogglingly complicated, that was Luke. He is an incredibly smart guy, and he's a local. Luke.
That's awesome, Christchurch. That's all. No, these guys have said it all, but thank you very much for coming out. Thank you for getting up at 5 AM to watch the racing. Thanks for coming out in the rain. Really awesome. Cheers, guys.
Nice speech, Luke. I have no idea what happens next. What happens next? You guys are up? Hey, Christchurch, thank you from us, really humbly.
All right. Who do we want to hear from? Do we want to hear from Pistol Pete?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Burling.
Yes! I'd hold you up in the air like you've been holding that trophy, but you're a little bit heavier, I think, to be fair. Congratulations, Pete. We're very proud of you, aren't we?
Thanks, guys. It's been an amazing reception down here, and we're blown away by how many guys have stuck it out in the cold. And I'm definitely finding it a little cold. And I'm not sure if that's just because we've been living in Bermuda for too long, but thank you very much.
Surely you have had really cold days on the water, though, where it's been freezing. I thought you'd be used to this.
Yeah, you definitely have the odd cold day, but it's normally when there's ice around we kind of go somewhere warmer.
And your achievements are massive. You've won a silver medal at the Olympics, a gold medal the last time around. How does something like this compare to one of those events?
Oh, it's just been unreal, you know, bringing it back to so many of you guys that have cheered us on, and thank you very much for doing that. You know, the support just blows away, you know, us as a team, and we kind of realised there was a bit of it from when we were over in Bermuda, but I think we had no idea, you know, how big it really is, and it's just amazing.
And how are the arms from holding that trophy up?
Probably more tired than they've been for a long time.
Yeah, Pete, everyone's probably had a go holding it up and bringing it down, holding it up. Has anyone dropped it yet? Be honest.
Yeah, no, not yet, but the boys give me a lot of stick about not being as physically fit as a few of the guys at the front, so I've been making up for that. And, you know,
Be honest, has anyone slept with the trophy?
Blair!
Well, you'll find we've got a good man, Norm, here, who's actually not on stage, just down here.
Come on, Norm.
Come on, Norm.
Come on, Norm.
Yeah, shout out for Norm. Give a round of applause.
Who is Norm?
Norm's actually trophy security. Yeah, he wears you know, nice white gloves, makes sure we don't damage it, and just keeps it looking pristine. So
Norm,
if anyone has it, Sim.
Norm, when you sleep with the trophy, do you prefer to be the big spoon or the little spoon?
Both.
Oh, he shares. Hey, mate, congratulations to you and the team. On behalf of Canterbury and New Zealand, we could not be more proud.
Thank you so much for coming out.
And the best thing of all, the Cup is going to be in New Zealand and it's going to be broadcast on TV at a reasonable hour.
No more early mornings.
Thank you. All right, now hands up, all the single ladies in the crowd that want to marry Blair Chook. There you go, Blair. Hi, Blair.
Hey, JJ, how are you?
Good, we're old friends, just I want you all to know that.
That's true, we are.
Congratulations, and you know, you guys, you look like, I feel like you're on your best behaviour right now, but I think you probably have a bit of fun when, you know, you're not working together.
No, it's been certainly a few good parties since we finished, but it's just amazing to be down here and sharing it with the country. Us as a team have just been absolutely blown away, so really, really humbling.
Who's the joker of the team? Who's the one who pulls the most dad jokes and stuff like that?
Grant's having a look around trying to find him.
Probably Richard Meacham at the back here or Guy Endine, one of the two, yeah.
Oh, Richard Meacham, have you got a joke for everybody?
I've got a couple, but they'd be inappropriate in this audience.
And who's the messiest? Because I'm guessing some of you have to share rooms and things like that.
Josh Jr.
I saw a banner for Josh Jr. over there. Wow. All right, well, this is beautiful. Can I touch her? Where's the security guy? She is sexy. Look at that. Has everyone had a drink from the cup? Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, guys, well, do you want to see? Should we give it up for the cup one last time? Can we get you to come forward? And congratulations!
Here we go! Let's hear it, Christchurch! Way to go, boys! Get a photo of the team.
Hey, I got a lot of faith in you. I'll stick with you, kid, that's the bottom line. Hey, I have a lot of fun, don't you? And living with you is a ball of a time. Hey, beauty, when the mood gets you down, you bottom lips here dragging on the ground. It's when I gotta play the clown for you. Black humor, baby, you kick your boots. Howdy, angel.
Congratulations, Emirates Team New Zealand. Thank you. Woo!
Let's hear it, Christchurch, one more time. Woo!
bottom line. Yeah, we have a lot of fun, don't we? And heaven has to be with you all the time. Hey, beauty, when the mood gets you down, you're bottomless, yeah, dragging on the ground. That's when I gotta play.
Hey Christchurch, thanks so much for coming out. We're JJ, Dom and Randall from The Edge. Tune in 95.3 if you want to give us a listen tomorrow morning. Thanks for coming out. It's been a real privilege as well being able to host the parade today, so thank you guys so much for having us.
We love Christchurch so much.
How good is this? The sun is coming out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Hey, thank you very much for coming out today. Hope it was worth your while, and we'll see you next time. Thanks heaps.
DJ Boogie Beats is going to play the music till 2, so feel free to stay and party.
Engineering degree as well, but yeah, no idea when I'll ever finish that.
Yeah, Ray Davies, sailor, and then also pretty much heavily involved in the coaching department now. I really get a buzz out of coming up with new ideas and concepts and then discussing those, seeing if we can turn it into a reality. These foiling boats have been an incredible challenge over the last 6 years, and that's been a real thrill for me to be involved with. Real highlights is sailing in the Southern Ocean. I think anyone who's been around the world enjoys the Southern Ocean. It's just a part of the world you just can't easily access, and surfing down big waves all day long, it's pretty good. I've got 3 older brothers who were all into sailing as kids, and I was the little tacker, sort of 10 years younger than my eldest, and they were my early inspiration to be like my older brothers. Interests outside, I love music. I actually quite enjoyed playing bass or guitar just for a laugh, just to enjoy it and be part of a band.
My name's Sam Bell. I'm a sailor turned cyclist, a cyclor. My job's to power the boat. Grew up at Kaukau Bay and always had a dinghy that I used to roll down my driveway and go sailing. And then school was finished. I didn't know what to do, so I answered a job in the paper for a sailmaker's apprenticeship at Halsey Lidgard in Auckland. And yeah, it all sort of started from there. Started taking sailing more seriously and joined the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron Youth Programme, and from there sailed in local regattas and eventually got asked to join Phil Robertson's match racing team overseas and got his ranking up and opportunities kept coming, and here I am. Peter Blake, it's a pretty big one. It's what he did for the sport and environment and stuff is pretty cool. Put my life on hold to be here. Yeah, there's only one goal.
This is the start of the business day for Peter and Blair, and it's not a bad way to start it, eh?
Not bad at all, especially on mornings like this.
Out on the Sound in Bermuda with Blair, about to scoot into work. Knowing you lot, this would normally be a competition, is it?
Yeah, normally he's probably a little bit faster than us today. So we've got a good prop on, so it doesn't matter.
You're a pretty precious commodity, you boys. Of course, the main reason for the boys coming by boat is that it's reckoned here in Bermuda to be a lot safer than going on a scooter. That's probably a matter of opinion, but I guess the most important thing is that you are meant to have fun in these things. It's meant to be good for the sailors. It helps them with their preparation, and in that case, they're preparing well.
Yeah, see you guys.
We're all really proud New Zealanders up here, and really love where we come from. We're definitely a long way from home at the moment, but it means the world to us, all the support we get, and really gives us that little bit extra to try and get the job done up here, and makes us feel, even though we're a long way from home, like we're not that far from home. Yeah, we love the support from back home. We're really proud New Zealanders, and really love where we come from, and to have the country behind us means a lot to us and gives us that extra bit of motivation to get the job done up here. Yeah, well, you definitely get a bit of a feel for what the support's like. We definitely keep an eye on everything that's getting said back home and through all the social media, but even just the Kiwis that have travelled over here with the flags on the beach, and all our friends that have come and to cheer us on means the world.